In today's video, we are going to cover topics Chapter 4, Lesson 2, and 4.3. They're both about writing equations, and 4.2 is about slope-intercept form, 4.3 is about point-slope form. So we're writing equations, but in different forms. Here are the generic forms of slope-intercept and point-slope. So slope-intercept form always has a y equals. It has a coefficient in front of the x, and that coefficient is the slope. And then there's a number in the back. It could be a plus number or minus number, but the b is the intercept on the y-axis, which is where you start your first dot. 4.3 is going to have this generic form where there's always a y, and then there's a plus or a minus, but it starts off minus. Y sub 1 equals the slope, and then you're going to put parentheses x minus x sub 1. So you should put those two general forms to memory. All right, the textbook will start off by giving us an ordered pair and the slope. And in 4.2, remember, we want to put it into slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So they're going to give us x, they're going to give us y, and they're going to give us m. X, y, and m. And so if we know these three things, these three variables, out of 4, like there's 4 total variables, but if we know 3 of them, we can find the last variable. We can find b. So if you know 3, you can find b. All right, so let's do this example. Our ordered pair is -2, 5, and our slope is 3. So I'm going to place these things where they go in the equation. X is my yellow guy, y is my blue guy, and m is my pink guy. So I'm going to put -2 right there. I'm going to put 5 over here, and I'm going to replace m with 3. So it's going to look like this. 5 equals 3 times -2, and I don't know b. Remember, the whole point of this is we know 3, we're going to find b. We don't know b yet. All right, so I'm going to say 5 equals -6 plus b. Add 6, cross out what's my answer. b is 11. Now that I know what b is, remember my generic form is y equals mx plus b, I'm going to erase m and put 3, because remember 3 was my slope. And I'm going to erase b and put 11, because we just figured out that b was 11, and I'm done. Y equals 3x plus 11. And remember, if we were to graph that, we would have our first dot at 11 on the y-axis. This is my starting dot somewhere on the y. And my slope would be 1, 2, 3, 1, or 1, 2, 3, 1. My slope would be a positive 3. All right, you try this question all by yourself. The ordered pair is 4, -7, and my slope is -1. So my hints or my help is that this is your x, this is your y, this is your m. You know these 3 things, find b so that you can write the equation. Push pause, work it out, hit play, and see if you're right. Final answer, y equals -x minus 3. Now, if you had a -1x, that's fine. If you say plus -3, I guess it's fine, but you're never going to see a math book do that. So erase that guy and scooch him over. So if you have a plus and a minus touching, you really need to fix those. And like I said, math books will not actually draw the 1, so it's better to erase it too. All right, let's look at this type of question. I was going to say, here's my x, but I could also say, here's my x. I could say this is my y, but I could also say this is my y. But what about M? I don't know the slope. They didn't tell me the slope. So let's back up before we do any of that. Let's figure out slope. The slope, remember, is the change in y's over the change in x's. We're going to subtract our y's, subtract our x's. So I think I'll do negative 8 minus 12, then 4 minus negative 1. Negative 8 minus 12 is negative 20. 4 minus negative 1 is really 4 plus 1, which is 5. Final answer is negative 4. So now I know that M is going to be negative 4. Okay, here's where you have choices. I can either use this ordered pair or I can use this ordered pair. It won't matter, you'll get the same equation. So I think I'll just use this ordered pair. This is my x, so I'm going to write times negative 1. This is my y, so I'm going to write 12. And remember, I'm still trying to find b. I now know 3. I knew 1, 2, but I had to do some work to find 3. 12 equals positive 4 plus b minus 4 on each side. Cross out what's my answer. B is 8. Now I know M and I know B. I can write my equation. Y equals negative 4x plus 8. Remember, negative 4 is my coefficient. The plus 8 goes at the back. All right, let's look at this second lesson, 4.3. This is called standard or point slope form, not standard form. This is called point slope form. This is one of my points in my ordered pair. This guy right here is my other point in my ordered pair. And here's my slope. So if I were to graph this equation, y minus 4 equals 2 parentheses x plus 1, then I need a dot. I need my first dot. My first dot is at negative 1, 4. Now you're thinking to yourself, are you sure that's really negative 1? This guy right here, who I said was my blue guy, is always the opposite sign of what it looks like. It looks like positive 1, so when you write the ordered pair, it's going to be negative 1. This looks like negative 4, so when you write the ordered pair, it's going to be positive 4. I know, it just seems weird. So I go over to negative 1, 4, and I draw my first dot. Then I use my slope up to 1, 2, to the right 1. Oh, I guess it should kind of be over here. And I don't have any more space, so I'm going to go down 2 and left 1. So that's what this equation is telling us. Here's my y, here's my x, but the signs are opposite. It's my first dot. This is my slope. All right, the book will give you an ordered pair and the slope. This looks just like the last lesson. And they want you to write it in point slope form. So remember, this one's y and this one's x. So I'm going to come over here to y. And since it says positive 5, I'm going to write negative 5. Since it says negative 2, I'm going to write positive 2. And then my slope goes in front of the parentheses. And I'm done. That's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, try this one on your own. Push pause, then hit play and see if you're right. Y plus 3 is equal to 1/2 x minus 8. The negative 3 goes right here, but he changes signs. The 8 goes back here, but he changes signs. And the slope is in front, and it's just the slope. All right, they're going to give you an equation in point slope form, and they want you to change it into this other form, slope intercept form. Now, I've got 2 ideas, 2 strategies, and I'm going to show you both of them, and you decide which strategy you like better. One strategy is I know 3, I'm going to find b. The other is to distribute and rearrange things. If I know 3 and I'm going to find b, Remember that I have 4 letters, Y, M, X, and B. I know these 3 by looking up here. I know that Y is negative 6 because it's the opposite of whatever it says up there, the opposite sign. I know that M is negative 3 because it's in front of the parentheses. And I know that X is negative 4 because it's the opposite of whatever's there. So this is just like the last lesson. You know 3, you can find B. So I worked it out and I ended up with y equals negative 3x minus 18 as my equation in slope-intercept form. Now if I want to do the distribute and rearrange step, I'm going to say y plus 6 is equal to negative 3x minus 12. You get a car, distribute the negative 3. And now I want to rearrange things. So if I look at this equation, I want y to stay on the left side, so y is fine. I want an equal sign, which means I don't want this 6 right here, so that 6 is going to have to move over. After the equal sign, my mx is here, which is perfect. My b is here. Well, this kind of looks like b, but it's not going to be b because I got to move that over. So minus 6, cross out what's my answer, y equals negative 3x minus 18. Same thing I got last time. Last time I did the no 3, find b. This time I distributed. It's kind of more algebraic. I just solved the equation for y. Y equals negative 3x minus 18. All right, here's another example. And you work it out either strategy. I'm going to work it out both strategies so you can see them. And this one, not necessarily going to be pretty. Not going to be whole numbers, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Push pause, work it out, hit play, and see if you're right. All right, your final answer is y equals 3 over 2x minus 1.5. All right, so I did, this is my answer, this is my answer. Let's do the find 3, the no 3, find b. So y is negative 3 because it's the opposite. Slope is right here. X is negative 1 because it's the opposite sign of this. Negative 1 times 3 halves is negative 3 halves. Add 3 halves. I decided to change it to 1.5 at this point. So I did add 1.5, add 1.5. I'm really subtracting. And I started thinking money. $3 minus $1.50 is $1.50 and it's negative. So B is negative 1.5. I went ahead and left it 3 halves because that means up 3 over 2. But I changed it to you could have left it mixed number or decimal here. Heck, you could have it 3 halves, but this would be our first dot if we were graphing it. So we would graph it at negative 1.5. So I decided to change it. But for the slope, I didn't change it because that tells me to go up 3 over 2. Distributive property. So I wrote my equation. I distributed, you get 3 halves, you get 3 halves. Now I'm ready to add, I'm over here. I got to get rid of this 3, so I do minus 3, that's where I get my negative 1.5 again, and I'm ready. Y equals 3 halves x minus 1.5. Our last form is standard form. Standard form is ax plus by equals c, and it would look like something like this. We did this when we did the scribble and solve method. So if you have one that's in slope-intercept form, y equals 2x minus 5, all you're going to do is take this guy over to the other side and say negative 2x plus y is equal to negative 5. So it's just more rearranging. We'll talk about this third one more in class, but I'm out of time on the video. Go to Google Classroom for your questions. I've typed the questions there on the Google form. Good luck.